Alrighty, guys, welcome to the stream. Today is Inside Nigeria's Biggest Slums, Beyond Crazy by Indigo Traveler. Go subscribe to his channel if you want to go check out the whole video. The reason why I have this titled as We Should Be More Grateful is because I just believe that this will most definitely go over why everybody needs to open up their eyes a little bit more to appreciating what you got, because just based off of what I can already see, this will be a interesting video. I got my mom's up there putting in some flooring. Well, the contractor is, and I'm trying to see if you guys can hear that banging. If so, I can turn the mic volume down. It shouldn't be picking it up though. Alright, I turned it down a little bit, so hopefully you guys don't hear any of that. Apologize if you do. Let's get started. Hold on, I just don't think you guys are getting any audio. One sec.
Links to this place
as well.
Yes, links to this place.
Sewage.
Yes.
Crazy driver. This fish.
I mean, these guys are just showering
Just caught
in
from
sewage. As someone who lives by the Ohio River, I couldn't even imagine jumping in that ever. Let alone, I got this little cut on my finger, and I would literally probably turn into a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
The water here. Your bed is here.
Yes, that's my bed.
Got a nice view, eh? I used to play this when I was
We
younger.
got PS2s.
People partying everywhere.
I mean, I guess that
Nightclubs
makes
all
sense.
along the beach here.
And the woman living here, she's squatting.
Squatting
She's squatting with someone.
illegally.
She's squatting, yes.
So you don't go to the gym.
No, I don't go to the gym.
So this is the local bar. That maybe if you have a few too many drinks, that you might fall into the sewage water here. We were just coming through the canals here, and we crashed into a young boy on a boat, and the boy fell into the water here.
So I had to hang this here because of rats.
It is rich in resources, it's got Africa's biggest population, and it's enjoyed democracy since 1999. But
kidnappers are demanding money. If you pay ransoms, kidnapping continues.
Over 100 students kidnapped from a school in Nigeria's Kaduna state.
armed groups have killed more than 36,000 people in the past 10 years.
The only way to end kidnapping is for society to take a stand that we will not pay.
Burdened by inflation, economic stagnation.
Despite being Africa's largest economy, it does have high unemployment at more than 33%.
The human rights group Amnesty International says it has received credible and disturbing evidence that Nigerian security forces shot and killed at least 12 people taking part in peaceful protests last night in the country's largest city.
That's why I don't like people. I don't hate it, but it's hard for me to understand people's viewpoints when they say they hate America, because here you'll get shot probably doing an unpeaceful protest and causing, like, I don't know, like, actually, even when, like, this is a peaceful protest, they said. Now, I don't obviously know all the details. Someone could be doing something, but I mean, look at what's going on in this picture. I mean, people are just doing what normal protests people do. So, but I know, like, when I was in Cincinnati during the Black Lives Matter movement, they were rioting the city. Everything was just, I saw there was fires, people were breaking windows, there was just, everything was going on. And I don't think, definitely not just 12 people, if anybody died. But I don't think anybody really died.
Lagos.
A city in chaos. Across Lagos, buildings have been torched.
Mass kidnappings, attacks by armed groups and criminal gangs, corruption and a lack of jobs. So where does Nigeria go from here?
Nigeria. Many people would think of scammers, kidnapping and violence when they hear the name Nigeria. But how frequent are such events? Shall we go, put our feet in the dirt and see what it's like for ourselves? I think so.
Africa's most populous country.
Known for kidnapping for ransom.
What's the price?
The price of this one is 1,000. Money! Oh,
A city in chaos.
yes, I'm watching.
Don't have words. Okay.
Demoralizing.
I think it's crazy all these people are just living literally on water. The only time I've ever actually heard of this is like I think in the Netherlands, and it's like beautiful, I thought, but this is just I never expect this. And honestly, I don't know much about Nigeria, to be completely honest. So I don't really have like any presumptions on I know that there's beautiful spots everywhere and there's ugly spots everywhere. I do know that much. So it's just like a matter of how bad and how good it can really get.
Welcome back to Lagos, Nigeria, biggest city in Africa and one of the biggest English-speaking cities in the world. Today, we're going to a slum, one of the biggest, if not the biggest slum in Nigeria. A third of it is actually floating next to this huge bridge that crosses the mainland of Lagos onto the islands here. So we're gonna cross that bridge and then we're gonna go down into the slum, gonna meet the people, go out on a boat through the canals of this, what they call the Venice of Nigeria, and we're gonna explore. It's gonna be absolutely incredible. Let's get on the road and see what we can discover in this hive of life. So we just met some guys on the side of the road, and it's a black market exchange rate, you get more for your money, and they're just some guys sitting on the side of the road. Gave them $200 and we got back. How much did we get back?
104,000.
104,000. Massive wads of cash.
Cisco. Sorry about that.
Okay, so we've arrived in Makako, and it's absolutely incredible. You can see the boats behind me. We're about to go for a ride. This is Sunday, right?
Yes.
And you're going to show us around. You live here?
Yes, I was born and brought up here.
Wow. We were just coming through the canals here and we crashed into a young boy on a boat. You can see it's very tight. And the boy fell into the water here. You said that happens quite a lot?
Not all the time, but it happens like sometimes.
He must have a strong immune system because the water is quite dirty, right?
Yes, the water is dirty. But the thing is, we are used to it. And falling into the water doesn't affect him, nothing would happen.
No?
All he needs to do is just to go back home, wash himself and then start moving.
Uh-huh.
So that's it.
I wish someone would actually do like a scientific... Cisco, come here. Stop. I wish someone would do a scientific review on the immune systems of people's bodies around the world.
If I fell in the water here, maybe.
And which ones are healthier and which ones are more unhealthy based off of like the living conditions in their environment. That would be kind of cool. I might look into that actually.
Maybe I get sick because I'm not strong.
Maybe because you're not used to this community.
Right.
Yes.
And how does the toilet system work here?
The toilet system, everything goes to the water.
That's just unfortunate.
So this is the toilet
Kids
here.
look happy though.
You can see it's a shack And so what, when they go to the toilet, it just falls through to the water?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So the kids swimming in here are swimming in toilet
kids,
water?
The kids swimming here, they are stubborn boys and girls. They don't want to listen.
Stubborn?
We stop them from swimming in this water, but they still don't want to hear.
Okay.
Yes, we stop them because the water is polluted.
I mean, if you're living in a town like this and you're so restricted on things to do, I mean, I live in Kentucky and I sometimes complain about there being nothing to do, but if I lived here, these kids actually all look very happy. You know, like they all look like they're enjoying their time. Now, obviously, they're probably not, you know, the most happy, but it looks like they're making the most out of what they can, even though it's unhealthy a little bit, I'd imagine. But I mean, dude, this guy's shredded and he was born and raised here. You know, I'm sure he swam in that water. I mean, look at his skin. He's got clear skin and shit. Like, I don't know.
Polluted.
Big time.
The water is polluted because you know all this garbage from land, the canals on land links to this place.
As well?
Yes, links to this place.
Sewage?
Yes, and when rain falls, all the water from land and everything switches to this place.
A lot of sewage that comes from a city of 20 million people ends up here.
Yes, coming here.
So very, very polluted.
Yes, the water is polluted.
And the children don't get disease, or?
They don't. We don't know how God is doing it, but even I myself, if I fall into the water or swim this water, nothing would happen to me. You can look at my body, I'm still okay.
Is that why you're so muscular? Because this must be the water, right?
Maybe. I don't know.
Because you say you don't go to the gym, right?
I don't. I've never go to the gym in my life.
You just got good genetics.
Yes, I never go to the gym in my life.
Right.
Yeah, I'm still okay.
Nice one, man. Yeah, it's impressive.
It's genuinely, I don't know if you guys are actually familiar with how impressive that is. I mean, dude, I've been training for 4 years, and he looks, arguably, I'd have to say him in person, as strong. If not, I look a little bigger than him.
So you don't go to the gym?
No, I don't go to the gym.
And
I've never been to the gym.
Just naturally like that?
Yes, naturally.
It must be the water then, right?
Maybe.
Can I try?
Don't try it.
And electricity?
A few people can generate electricity from the land. From there, you run the cable down to this place.
Right.
But few people can afford it.
And how deep is the water here?
The water, some places are 4 feet, some places are 5 feet.
Huh?
4-5 feet.
Do people own the buildings here, or how does it work?
Yes, people own the buildings.
And they rent them or out, or?
Not rent.
The families own them?
Yes.
So Sunday was just telling me that recycling bottles here, you can see some big bags of bottles. The locals pull them from the water and then they sell them to companies. So really cool to see them cleaning out the plastic from the sea here. Bye-bye. Hello. Bye. Bottles?
Yes.
Yeah. How much do you think they get for one big bag?
4,000. Yes. Yeah, like 4,000.
So we've come out to the edge of Kako here. This goes so far into the distance, right?
Yes.
It's huge. How many
people?
people?
Tell me them kids didn't just seem like they were just, you know, happy and enjoying what they were doing. Like, I mean, nowadays you see a kid in America. Now, okay, I might be a little over judgmental on this, but I mean, I'll go to a freaking Starbucks. I don't even go to Starbucks, but let's say I'm at a Starbucks and I'll see an 8-year-old kid crying because his mom won't get him a coffee or a Pop-Tart. You know, and these guys are like just saying hi to the camera, letting them know, like, just happy to be out there, you know.
What do you think live here?
We have over 200,000 people.
200,000?
Yes.
Wow. And that's the third mainland bridge. That's the bridge that we drove over before, right?
The third mainland bridge.
Yeah.
You're a good swimmer.
Yeah, mommy. All of them, all these guys you're seeing, they are my brothers.
Hey man,
yes.
How are you? You good? Sunday, this is like a children's center.
Yes, sir, yes. The building was divided into two. I stay in one room and the other room is also used for class.
You live here?
Yes, I live here.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And so we're standing on dirt right now, right?
Yes.
So this was filled in.
This is where the kids play.
Uh-huh.
They play. You can see Upon it, they play football here in this place. It's like a land in the whole community. So all of them comes here.
So most children come here to play. And so how did you build this?
Yeah, we have to use some wood. We have to buy some wood to cover it up. Firstly, we have to start putting the sawdust. And after sawdust, we have to pay the sand diggers to go and bring sand. So we put sand on it, and it becomes land.
So this fish is caught from the water here?
Not from water here. They actually buy this from land. The one that comes from water here doesn't stay.
Okay.
They take them to the market and sell them at once.
So the water that comes from the water here is more valuable?
Yes, more valuable.
How much would this fish cost? Like for one, what's the price?
It's like 150.
150
naira. 150 naira.
Before we continue, I just want to give a quick thank you to Canva for sponsoring this video. If you don't know what Canva is basically the layout is very many different programs into takes out a lot of the technical extended trial, so it's risk-free. So a huge thank you to So this is your house, right?
Yes, so this room here.
In here,
Imagine the only piece of land you have is that little playground. Like, that's why I titled this "Why We Need to Be More Grateful," because I just knew, like, it's literally the land we stand on that we take for granted, that there's children growing up that don't get to have simple things such as swing sets, you know, and just land. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Imagine just you have to swim in sewage water to have fun as a kid growing up. I would probably do it. I wouldn't care. I mean, dude, there's nothing else to do. I guess they could go to the land and stuff, but I mean, I'm sure he's talking about that later, about all that kidnapping.
This is my I do play football sometimes too. This is my football boots, and you know.
Where do you play football?
That's the on land.
Okay.
On land, there's a bit of land. We can play on water. This is my room. You know, this is where I stay, and you know, there's a light. People, my friends, my relatives, neighbors, they normally comes to my room to watch television.
Okay.
Yes, you know.
So this is your room, or
yes, this is my room.
All of this.
Where I stay, yes. This.
Your own room?
Yeah.
Nobody else.
Nobody else.
Your personal room.
Yes.
Okay. And so you let everybody come and watch your television.
Yes, because many people don't have television. For me too.
I mean, think about that. Like, how many of you guys out there are letting people come into your own bedroom and letting 6, 7 people just stay in your room and watch TV? I mean, think about it. Kids move out nowadays because they want so much privacy, and these people are just letting, like, that's just so, like, it's so nice, you know, for like one person to have that electricity so they all can use it. I really like that. That's cool. It probably keeps them all close, happy. It makes them all grateful for the smaller things in life.
Yeah, literally for me to have the advantage to have this, so I have to let them in, watch whatever they want to watch.
Beautiful.
Yes.
And your bed is here?
Yes, that's my bed.
Got a nice view, eh?
This is my bed.
Okay.
And this is a bread, so I have to hang.
It's just so clear though. That's one thing I am noticing. They all look really healthy. Really, I'm not even gonna lie. All.
This here, because of rats. There are a lot of rats around, and you know.
Wow.
Yes.
Good man. And you're watching. What country is this from?
I think it's China.
And you like watching Chinese dramas?
Yes, sometimes.
But you don't understand it, do you?
I understand English.
Is this in English?
Yes.
Okay.
You actually speak in English.
Oh, it's done.
That would be so funny, watching Chinese dramas in English. I just know it probably looks so weird with the languages and stuff lining up. That's hilarious. And that's also funny how people in Nigeria like China. I mean, I don't know if this is like a lot of people these are like selective to this family, but like how in Nigeria they like Chinese dramas. I wonder if it's similar to the way like people like Korean dramas in America, because I feel like I know a lot of people who like K-dramas. maybe not a lot, but there's definitely like a group of people that have like, you know, it's got its audience. You know what I mean?
Yes, translate it to English.
Okay.
I have some television with some games.
Video
Couple
games.
of friends normally comes play game with me and other. Yeah, only in weekends.
What games are you playing?
PS2.
PS2?
Yeah, can you play some?
Yeah, I played, yeah.
Let's play some. Let's play again.
I'm on the left.
Yeah.
Where do you buy these games from? Oh, you downloaded it? Oh, wow. Oh, you got a boost. I'm losing. I used to play this when I was younger, this game.
Oh, great.
I'm terrible at it though, right? I give up.
Okay.
Who wants to play? There you go. Thank you.
Okay.
Where did you get 3 PlayStation 2s from?
I bought 2.
Sorry?
I bought 2, and someone gave me 1.
Okay.
Yes, I bought 2. There's markets online where they sell them.
Uh-huh.
I wonder
So
what
I used one from.
I wonder how hard it is to get your hands on a PS5 out there. Or like, I mean, shit, for that matter, like anything, like imagine trying to get like a RAM stick or something for like a PC.
It's like UK from America, so they bring them to Nigeria.
How much
So
does
I
it
get
cost?
that. I can't afford the new ones,
Uh-huh.
but I bought the used one for 20,000 naira.
40 USD for a PS2, I feel like that's kind of crazy. I feel like I can get a PS4 right now for like 80 bucks. Maybe even 60. But then again, I mean, it's probably just so hard to even get a PS2 there. I mean, there's probably just not a lot of people who can afford them at the end of the day, let alone anything higher than that.
You were saying that crime here is very low?
Yep.
And can you explain to me what happens when you catch a criminal?
We get a very big boat. The person that commit the crime, we're going to put him in front of the boat. And if we put him in the front of the boat, we expose him around the whole community.
Okay.
The chief is going to be in the boat. The elders, the youths, women, exposing the person to the whole community
Okay.
that he has committed such crime.
Right.
And after which you'll be sent away from the community.
You send them away?
We send them away from the community.
Oh, wow.
And people are always scared of the punishment.
Okay.
So, no crime. Though there's fight sometimes,
Right.
but if there is a fight within 2 persons, what the chief is do, the chief has to call the both side and make peace.
Okay.
Yes, and that's the real duty of the chief, to make peace in his community.
Your dad?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Beautiful. Crazy driver.
And the woman living here, she's not the owner of this place.
Not the owner.
She's not the owner of this place. She's squatting.
Squatting?
She's squatting with someone.
Illegally?
She's squatting, yes. This is the room.
Oh, so you got a little kitchen here and a stove?
Yes, yes. This is the stove. This is other thing. You know,
Oh, and they sleep in here.
this is where they stay. They have to make use of them.
This is like
There's a lot of
pretty much
mosquitoes, so they have to make.
everywhere, every place and house I've seen, it seems like it's just literally like not even as updated as like a cabin in the woods. That's
Use of that.
You know what I mean? That's like there's just so many. I wonder how long these have been up for too. Like, and how long will they stay up for? Because I mean, 5 feet in the water. I mean, like, dude, there's gotta be like these things can't last more than a year. I feel like maybe like 5 years max.
So people go around selling things on boats?
This is how they have things on boat.
Okay.
Yes, you know, they go around, people sell foods, you know, rice and some other foods. Everything we get on land, we can get it on water here. You can buy cold drinks, biscuits, noodles, rice, the clothes, they sell clothes on water, shoes on water, phones on water, a lot of things on water. The Houthis, all you need to do is to just call the person, buy from her, give her the money, and she continue moving.
And do people drink alcohol here?
Yes, the men drink alcohol.
Yeah, it's popular.
The men drink alcohol. I forgot, there's a local bar.
Okay.
We should have. Yes, there's a local bar where we fly the drone. There's a local bar around there.
I mean, as bad as it also is like, I mean, he's talking about how there's so much peace on the land, and the chief there is supposed to make peace. I really kind of fuck with that, too. You know, I mean, how much peace is our mayors doing for us? But, I mean, all these people, I mean, really, at the end of the day, if you ask me, just... And this is why I never understood about, like, the poor parts in America and why people get into these, like, gangs. Like, I mean... I can actually get it. Like, it might be a family that they, like, feel like they have and need. But I feel like if you're in such position, you should just be way more focused on how you can get out of that position and not just doing violence and committing crimes, and you know what I mean? But that's subjective. I know everybody's position is different. I'm not judging anybody who does so. It's kind of my point.
So this is the local bar. Do people mainly drink beer or other drinks as well?
There are some other drinks, but they mostly drink beer. They have speakers.
Okay.
They have speakers. They have amplifiers to play music. They play music. This is their refrigerator to cool the drinks and.
Lots of electricity coming here then, with the big speakers and the fridge and everything.
You have generator.
Oh, you have a generator. And this is.
These are jerry cans for freshen water.
Okay, not petrol for the.
Yes, that one you see in there is for the petrol, but these ones here are for like freshen water. So you got to put all this in the boat and then go to where the water is, pay for the water, fresh water, and come back.
So yeah, here we are at the bar. But maybe if you have a few too many drinks, that you might fall into the sewage water.
I would 100% fall into that if I was drinking there. And
Yeah.
I definitely feel like I would be getting hammered if I grew up here. It'd be hard for me not to.
Yeah, this is absolutely fascinating.
And I also wonder how many people actually buy from the people selling on the boats. Because I just feel like you could just, if you can get to the land and just, it's probably so much cheaper on the land right by there. I feel like, but I don't know.
It's very hot. But yeah, just hello. Young kids over there waving, they're naked. There's lots of naked kids here, so obviously I can't film them. Always waving and laughing and things. One of the most incredible places I've ever been in the world.
I just realized they probably stay fit from rowing that boat all day. Just that, dude, you do that at least an hour a day, dude, you are bound to see muscle growth.
So one of the very sad things about Makako here is there's quite a lot of orphans here. It's a bit of a problem, and there's nowhere for these orphans to live, so they kind of jump between houses and sleep rough and things, and it's very sad. We're going to go and meet a few orphans, and there is a project to hopefully build an orphanage. It hasn't happened yet, but it's in the works, so hopefully we can get that going. But we're going to go and meet some people. We're going to meet the chief of this whole slum of Makako here. We're going to talk to him. He's going to tell us a bit about the issue. Sunday is actually the chief's son, so Sunday is the prince. Okay, Sunday. Who is this young man?
This young man we have here is one of the orphans in Makoko community.
He lives in your house?
Yes, there's a house
next door.
Yes.
And so Shegun would get to live in this orphanage if it was built?
Yes, if this orphanage is built, Shegun is going to live in the orphanage comfortably. A dad got sick because they don't have the money for the treatment. I think that's what leads to his death. The mother, she also fell sick and died too. So since then,
that is literally that is literally the beginning to a villain arc story, or B, a greatest hero of all time story. Literally in an anime, that's how it always starts out. And you know, it's just so like they do it to make it like, I mean, imagine like y'all gotta think they talk about that in so many shows about like, oh, his mom, like imagine that actually happened to you at this age. Grandparents probably already dead, has nobody, like no siblings. And nowadays here, you can find an orphanage, you can go somewhere, you can find somewhere. Don't get me wrong, there's homeless kids out there, but it is way easier to find opportunity to find places to stay and, you know, just get help overall. Here, you're likely to find someone to just help you. I mean, dude, there's YouTubers going around just helping poor people. You know, that's not happening here, and these kids have the worst. They don't even have an orphanage. They don't even have a single orphanage for these kids to go to. And this is their environment. If living in this environment wasn't worse enough, imagine your mom and father fell sick, died, and you're like not even 10 years old.
People have been moving around the community, not even going to school, not eating well in the community, just moving around.
Just by himself?
Yes, by himself.
And may I ask how old he is?
How old are you?
10.
I am 10 years
That's hilarious. I literally hit the nail on the head. 10.
10 years old.
I
said what will make his life better is education. He want to go to school, be a good person in life. If he have a good place he can be staying, so we focus more on education.
Dude, and I was just talking to another one of my friends about this, and I was also saying how, like, okay, I don't think our government is run the best it could be. I don't even know what the government would look like if it was ran at its best potential for just overall peace and economically and things like that. But I was trying to explain to one of my friends the other day that we have so much more opportunity, and they're like as bad as people say the government is and America is, our access to education has got to be some of the easiest, if not the easiest, to get around the world. And so there's just kids out there who are dying to get the education as simple as middle school, high school, elementary, just like basic education. You know, that's why I feel like I see a lot of foreign kids always going to college, even if they don't want to, just because for them it's like their parents explained to them how they didn't have the opportunity and that they should take full advantage. And I agree. Now, again, I don't think you have to go to college, but I do think that if you are not going to go to college, you better have a solid plan on something that can actually make your life worth taking advantage of, you know, not working like everybody says, oh, I don't need college, and then works a warehouse job. It's like, that's fine. I mean, we need those kind of people. We need warehouse workers in the world, but like, don't sit here and say you don't need college, because it's a great tool to access opportunities. Now, it could also cost you your time, effort, money, if it's not something that you're actually passionate about, or you don't end up doing anything else aside. When it's like, you know, you don't end up doing anything else.
So he believes with education, things will turn to good for him.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Lovely boy.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've come and met, obviously, Sunday the Prince.
Yes.
And would you like to introduce your dad, the chief, to everybody?
Yeah, his name is Chief Shemedi Emmanuel.
From what I've seen, you know, you've got a thriving community and people seem very friendly, but there is a problem with orphans here, right? Maybe your dad can explain, as he's the chief of this whole community, how an orphanage would change the community for the better and what it would bring to the children's lives.
I said it's going to bring a great joy in the community. The whole community is going to be happy about it because there are a lot of these kids around. They're moving around. They're not sleeping in a good place. They are not eating well. They are not going to school. When we have this house built and these kids are going to be happy staying there. So from there they can go to school and...
Yeah, and I just like the idea that they're thinking about it and they're working towards doing it. I mean, think about like all the opportunities these guys have. I mean, they don't have that education to get. They don't have the you can't just go work at a Walmart for $20 an hour. These guys are doing literally anything they can to get money and support for their family and themselves, to where like even as the chief, he probably only makes and does this, like, you know, he only makes a certain amount of money. You know, he's limited, very limited, especially, you know, like doing a whole construction job as far as like building an orphanage.
From there, if they want to learn work, from there they can be going to the place they learn work.
And you can just tell that he is a good chief by the way this guy talks and the way he's been just talking and going through. He just raised him very well.
And once they grow up and have something doing, so it's not going to be a problem for them anymore. Because they have something doing, they can work themselves.
Basically, you want to build an orphanage, and in this orphanage you'll be feeding the children, educating the children. They'll be coming to school here. Then they'll have a nice, safe place to go back to, because at the moment many of the children, the orphans, don't have a place to call home, and they jump between houses or even sleep outside sometimes, right? So if you have a nice place for them, they can go and have 2 meals a day.
Orphanage home, if it's going to be built, so we had to make good materials, good woods, and it had to be a house that will last for many years.
So the wood doesn't rot in the water?
Yes.
Is there anything that you would like to say? Anything else?
That's what I'm saying. Like, these houses are not lasting for that long, and they're probably just passed down if they maybe used to be more structurally sound.
I want to send a message to a friend called Ben Stiller, an American actor. So that it has been long that I have seen him, that if this video should goes across him, if you see him, so he's sending his regard to him. And other message.
Because Ben Stiller came here, right?
Yes. Okay. It said Ben Stiller came here and promised to build him a school in his community, but he has not done it yet.
Okay.
He hasn't done it till now.
Ben Stiller, you're in trouble.
And the other message you want to send is that whosoever it is that want to sponsor this building of the orphanage, that they want to say to them that God is going to be with them, that God is going to strengthen them, God is going to grant them more money to help this community, that will be very happy to have this orphanage home in our community.
Thank you, sir. Cheers. So as you can see,
I just can't believe, I mean, hopefully by now, these guys had to have set up like a GoFundMe. Yep. We surpassed our goal for the money raised for the orphanage, plus enough to keep it running for the foreseeable future in less than 24 hours. 80,000. Thanks to the overwhelming generosity. That's amazing. I'm glad they were able to do that. Shout out to Indigo Traveler.
See, the need for an orphanage here is a big need. They're looking for 6 million, which is roughly about 14 or 15,000 US dollars. So I'm going to leave the information in the link below. I saw that the chief was living very modestly. All the money that they make, they put it back into the community. It's a huge responsibility that they take on to make sure that the community is thriving as much as they possibly can. If you want to chip in whatever you want, $5, $10, $20 or so, then feel free. We've seen what you guys have been capable in the past. I'm sure if we come together,
I would love
we can
to do something like this in the future. I would even love to do something like this now. I would love to find like good opportunities to like help the community volunteer. Now, I mean, I can talk about that obviously, but like it's just something that I would want to do. But I couldn't just go and do that, But let me get rich, and you guys got to get me rich, and trust me, you guys will make the right person rich. I'd love to go around the world just opening up orphanages and any type, just doing anything I can to put back. That's why I don't understand how people are so rich in this world and don't just, like, when you have so much money, it gets to a point where you literally can just do whatever you want with it. And why not just go out and help people?
Really help build an orphanage in this community of 200,000 people, many kids without a comfortable bed or a community to go home to. So no sense of identity for these children. So this community will really help them come together. They'll have food at night and things. Leave the information below and feel free. And thank you in advance if you do choose to donate. There's nightclubs all along the beach here. This is obviously the more middle class area, but I'm sure people from all over the city come here and have a day out. Entry fee was $2,000 each. What do you think about this place, Mohammed?
Imagine kissing your crush at the top of that Ferris wheel back there.
Crazy, yeah. A lot of fun. I think everyone is enjoying.
It'd probably be very romantic. I mean, dude, they're so limited. This actually looks really fun. All these clubs. I mean, like, not like, fun for what it was, what where they were.
That's one thing about Nigeria. We love to enjoy ourselves. So we love life.
Yeah, you can just tell these guys party hard. You can just tell. Especially when they're all together with their friends and family. They just having a great time. Love life, like he said. And that's another thing, is like girls will go out and guys will go out and mad because of their girlfriend or boyfriend, or they got problems, or they had a bad day. And it's like, dude, look at these guys. Imagine being in their shows and they're still going out and enjoying their time and not letting things really get to them. I mean, obviously, again, everything's subjected to the person, but like you can just tell it overall. These guys are like really just grateful for what they got. Let alone, that's why us Americans need to be more grateful for what we got. Come
Okay, so we've come back to our accommodation for the night, and quite the day there. I've wanted to go to Makako for a very long time. I've been researching it for a while. It's always fascinated me with that third mainland bridge running by the huge slum there of Makako. Thinking about going was intimidating, as what happens a lot of the time. The preconceived ideas were shattered and I felt completely safe the whole time. We were looked after. People were lovely. So again, I'm going to leave the information if you want to donate.
Shout out to Indigo Traveler, first of all, for doing this and raising the money to open up an orphanage. That's amazing. Again, Indigo Traveler, inside Nigeria's biggest slum. Go check them out if you would like to watch this full video without any cuts. But yeah, check also if you've either been watching my live streams or you are new here, I would like to kind of talk to you guys about what my channel is, what it's about, and what to expect moving forward. So here are my goals, and I will try my best to reach these goals weekly. So if I've been uploading, I've just recently started doing these live streams. So if you're someone who's only watched my live stream, or it's your first time watching one of my recorded live streams, I do these videos where I just kind of react to different videos that I find interesting. It could be things like this, as far as like inside Nigeria's biggest slum. I've done the paradox of an infinite universe. Those are just examples. I'm big on philosophy, conspiracy theories, and just overall interesting concepts and ideas. And so I like to react to these YouTube videos and then record them and publish them on YouTube. I plan on doing this Monday through Friday. It might just be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I might do it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. My goal would be at some point to do it 5 times a week. And you can expect those at I go live at 8. I'll be going live at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so that is kind of what you can expect as far as that goes. And then if you're one of my previous viewers, I will be posting daily vlogs, but in YouTube short form, 6 times a week, showing the physical progress in the gym. If that seems like something that you'd be interested in, I'll consistently show my pump. And I will usually, I sometimes will pop my head in there and just talk, or I might just show you guys the pump and kind of keep track of the days and the split and just the progress as far as the physical growth goes. I will be switching my daily vlogs over into that YouTube short form. And then I will be trying to also put in a long form video on Saturday or Sunday or both days. So those will kind of go over a update, my goals for the future, anything I want to talk about personally or advice I feel like I want to give, maybe a reflection on the week, things I've learned, just kind of anything in a long form video that is not a live stream. So, yeah, that's kind of what the schedule will look like moving forward. If that seems like something you're interested, subscribe and stay in touch. I will be trying to upload a lot of content for you guys moving forward. Always keeping you guys updated in one of these 3 forms of videos in case I'm ever camping, vacationing, and things like that. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. Didn't have any views currently, so I hope you guys liked it after I uploaded it. But, yeah, thank you guys, and I will catch you guys at the next video.